All right, man. Today we're going to talk about something. We're going to talk about the newborn baby infant traders in the crypto market. Just been in the crypto market 3 months, 2 months, 6 months, and your day traders. And you know, I feel it, man. I was once just like you. And what I thought was, you know, hey, this thing goes up and down like crazy. What I'm gonna do is buy at the low when it's down and just sell at the top. You know what I mean? Like, what? Of course. Why not? You know what I mean? And I get it. You know, you might have like what you think is a small amount of capital and you might want to stretch it. And so, you know, the way for you to stretch it, you think, is I'll just buy low and sell high. It's just that simple. It's that easy, you know? Here's the thing that you got to understand, bro. Like you ask any trader, like go look up YouTube videos about day traders, okay? The first thing everyone's going to say is the fastest way for you to lose your money, the best way for you to lose your money is day trade, all right? Day trading. And so, you know, the thing is, you're like, you literally think you can predict the future. And that's not really what you do in day trading. In day trading, you're taking, you know, the current state of where the price action is, right? And you're making a probability hypothesis, okay? A guess, okay? Using a little bit of education, you know, you're making a guess. Now look, I get it, man. You want to use Fibonacci retracements and Bollinger Bands and, you know, reading the RSI and the MACD and, you know, how the 21 moving average crosses over the 343 moving average and, you know, the 231 candles, you know, and that on the 15-minute chart look like it's peaking up and all that, you know, you're drawing triangles and, you know, all of that, man. I feel you, bro. Like, I get it, man. You know, we paid to learn this stuff, and it's not something that you can learn in a course. It's learned by doing, right? And when you learn by doing, you pay tuition, okay? So listen, now Warren Buffett, he said, and look, I'm not a fan of Warren Buffett. Yeah, he's a rich guy. You know, I can respect the hustle, but he's not necessarily a good person. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of a jerk. And, you know, but he did say this one thing that I think is correct. I can agree with. And the thing that I can agree with is that it's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market, okay? It's not about timing like the peak and the low and, you know, all that stuff. It's not about that. It's about spending time in the market that ensures you great success, okay? Somebody who bought at 20,000 back in, you know, December of 2017, if they sold it after it came down, then they sold it, right? Maybe that was a good thing for them, especially if they bought back in, you know, later. But even the people who held it and just said, you know what, it's 20,000, kind of late to the party, I'll buy it and I'll just let it sit. I don't care about it, you know. I'll check back in it. Check back in on it in a few months, years, whatever, right? That person today is up 200%. I mean, tripled their money at 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Because they spent time in the market. Like, yeah, could they have made more gains? Like, bro, you could make more gains all the time. Yeah, there's always a way to make more gains. There's, you know, a number 6,733 coin that pumped for 400% yesterday, and oh man, you missed it. You know what I mean? Like, man, I missed it. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like that's going on all the time. If you're creating, like if your strategy is to win the lotto on these coins, bro, you're gonna lose. And let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real. You're not letting everybody know all the times that you lose day trading. Let's keep it 100. You're not telling the story of how you got wrecked for 40% on a position because you were reading the chart. You know what I mean? Come on, bro, that's laughable. You're not reading the chart right now. You know what I mean? You're making, at best, a good guess. And in a bull run, because everything's going up, you know, the likelihood of you making good guesses increases, but you take that as a false sense of confidence that you know what you're doing. It's not true. You don't. You know what I mean? That's why I like all these guys that made money in the stock market over the last 5 years. The stock market just been going up. It's just been going up. Everybody's a goddamn guru. It's just been going up. It's an 11-year bull run. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got to be able to know, like, people who really understand, you know, the cyclical patterns of the market, of any market, you know, will understand what people are saying when they say it. You know, the guy who says, you know, I bought Bitcoin in 2014 or 2015 at whatever, at $200, you know what I mean? $300. Like, somebody today will hear that and be like, damn, you got in so early. But somebody who understood what it was like at 2015, you was like, bro, you bought in at 300? Like, damn, that wasn't a good move, because then it came down. You know what I'm saying? It crashed. And so, you know, like, you got to understand these things, man. There's a lot of context to the numbers that people throw out there. So instead of looking at the price, I want you to look at the date. All right? You know, trying to time, like, oh man, is it a good time to buy now? Like, bro, like, for an asset that's just gonna go up, like in a way that we can't even guess what that's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in it, bro. I've been in it. I promise you, for a lot of you out there, I've lost more money than you're gambling with right now in the market. All right, I promise you. Okay, for a lot of you, you know what I mean. Some of you are playing with more money than I lost. But, you know, trust and believe, okay? At least 10 grand gone, you know what I mean? At least. So, you know, anyway, it's not about timing it, bro. It's not about timing it. It's about looking at the date and knowing that from January 2021 to December 2021, we're probably going to be going up. Right? So like you could be like, man, I could get 3% more if I just buy when it dips. When is it going to dip? Like, when do you know it's going to dip? People were calling for the dip from January to March, and then it happened. You know what I'm saying? But for 2 months, there was price action. And for 2 months, somebody sitting on the sidelines was not making any money because they're trying to time the dip. Do you think, like, bro, if we could all time all the dips, we'd be killing the game? Like, you're not getting it, man. If this was a thing you could do, we'd be murdering the game. It's not a thing you can really do. Like, yeah, you could do it after you've gained a lot of skill. And even then, the best traders in the world are doing like 70% of the time they're up. They make a good guess. 30% of the time, it's a bad guess. 30% of the time. The best traders. You understand? So, you know, stop, man. Just don't. Look, you're still new. Just keep it real with yourself, okay? You're still new. You still don't really know what's going on. You still don't really understand. Don't try to be some hotshot trader. Don't try to do it, man. Look, the dude who bought Ethereum at 700 and just held is killing the game. They're up like 300%. You know what I'm saying? And all they did was buy and hold. Are you doing 300% gains on your money day trading the last 3 months? Probably not, bro. Probably not. Did you take some L's? Most likely. I would bet. If I bet, I haven't bet in 10 years, but if I would bet, I'd say I'd put all my money up. You've been taking some L's. You know what I mean? Just buy and hold, man. Just buy and hold. You're not going to get rich playing with a 4-figure investment. You know what I'm saying? But you could maybe turn a 4-figure investment into a really good 5-figure investment, which would be phenomenal, which would kill every other market out there. All right? You know what I mean? You're playing with a 5-figure investment now. You could probably turn it into a 6-figure investment, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just buy it and hold it. You know what I mean? But you're not going to take a 5-figure investment right now high likelihood anyway, you're not going to take a 5-figure investment, and turn it into a 7-figure investment, unless you're playing with, maybe 80, 100 grand, something like that. Maybe you could do it. But, for the most part, you got to be patient, man. It's patience, and it's knowing that I'm going to buy today. Look, man, we bought the dip at 3,800 in 2019. And when we bought it, we decided that was probably the most I spent on crypto was on Bitcoin at 3,800 in 2019. Okay. And when we bought it, it wasn't like, yeah, we got in at 3,800. That's the best. You know what I mean? That's the best price we could get. We wasn't doing that. When we bought it, we was like, all right, look, this could go lower. You know what I mean? It could go lower. I don't know where it's going to stop, but I think right now is a good time. Let's just buy it. Screw it. You know what I mean? Let's just buy it. It's 3,800. I'm happy with it. We get enough Bitcoin at that price, to make it worth it. It could go down, and we'll just wait until it goes up. And that is what buying low feels like, bro. It doesn't feel like bingo, hits the low, that's it, not gonna go any lower than that, to the moon now, you know what I'm saying, hit the elevator button for moon, please, you know what I'm saying. Nah, that's not how it goes, man. It's the scary, there's blood in the streets. Like when I bought Bitcoin at 3,800, okay, it was a sea of red candles before it, okay, like an incredible amount of red candles. The most journalists in the world ever to talk about Bitcoin, going on whatever platform that they got, talking about Bitcoin's dead, it's done, it's over. You know what I mean? That was the time to buy at the low. You know what I mean? And today, you look back now and people would say I'm a genius for doing that. But at the time, doing it is scary as hell. You don't know where it's gonna go. But I understood that I'm looking at market cycles. I see the price movements. I look at the previous patterns that it had in other bull runs, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, you know what? Today's a good day. This is a good price. I believe it will be, much higher in the future, incredibly higher in the future. I mean, and the only thing I had to go off of was the previous all-time high. And I saw Bitcoin go from 1,000 to 20,000. And I said, you know what? I think I'm a believer that it could go back to at least 20,000. You know what I mean? So, look at it now. Okay, we're at 60-something K. I think we're going to go a lot further than this in this run, and then who knows what the pullback is going to look like. I honestly don't think it's going to be as severe as it was in the past. There's more attention and more money and more educated investors, more investors with experience, and more investors with pockets. With bigger pockets than has ever been in the space, coming into the space. And paying attention to Bitcoin in light of the financial turmoil that occurs around the world. Okay, so this is my plea to you: stop day trading, you noob. Stop it. Okay, don't day trade. Just buy, just hold it, and watch, man. If you just listen to what I'm telling you, buy it, hold it, and wait 3 months, and you'll be happy. You'll see gains. Not financial advice unless you're willing to split it with me. But I think it's a safe bet to just do that. All right. Love you. I really do. Peace.